Tips for painting your trim. I personally don't have a very steady hand, so I rely on tape. I am going to tape on either side of my trim as perfectly as possible because I do like perfection, and then burnish that edge. You can use your finger or a plastic tool, sometimes comes in handy, so that the paint doesn't bleed under. And on the other side, and masking off my window. Now you have options. Do I want to straight paint it? Do I want to glaze it? Do I want to prime it? Anything you want to do, you can do now because you've taped it off. First of all, I have right here with me some glaze. This is a water base. I do know that this is an oil base on the wall, so normally I wouldn't use water base without priming first, or I would use a primer as my glaze. And by simply dragging over the wood, the existing color, and leveling and brushing it out, you have a whole new look to your woodwork. You've taped it. You've determined what was there. In this case, it was oil base. And you could straight paint it at this point using a tinted primer, would be a one-shot if you wanted a color, or just straight prime it. Since it is oil-based, you need to prime it if you're going to water-based products at this point. Or you can cheat, like I do a lot, and use a glaze, a waterborne glaze, perhaps mix some waterborne varnish in it. That will stick to oils. You could stipple it, which means to put it on and pounce it off with a stiff brush. I'm not using a stiff brush because it's a very small area. It's just a little brush. It just creates a little texture and changes the original color enough to give a new look to your trim.